G'day folks. It's one of them Saturdays again, having a bit of fun, and the weather is awesome. So, gonna have a good clean up outside after a bit of, well, carnage, thanks to Jay the Aussie popping over and deciding we'll go from shooting microwaving things in a failing microwave to shooting it and then turning it into a campfire bin. So it's a bit of a mess to clean up, but that'll be easy enough to get through. It did leave some goodies to autopsy. I got salt pool electrolyzer or whatever it is, chlorination output. So it's got a ballast transformer of some description, 32 volts, 9 volts. Isolating 220, that's not bad. Nice little universal transformer. So we'll have a closer look at that later. Likewise, we've got a Cisco Systems PIX Firewall Series Ethernet interface or something. Yeah, we've got Ethernet inputs, outputs. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got some Intel Pro 100 100 megabit network cards in it. The back's just, it's got, looks like a normal power supply. Yeah, this doesn't use a hard drive. It's all floppy disk based. It just runs off a set OS disk. Jay wants the rack mount casing back, but I can pull the rest of it out for myself. Yeah. PIX boot. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, it's probably that's probably the boot up, but then you've got a probably a set ROM or something on the hard drive. Well, not the hard drive, the main board. We'll have a look at that later. I've got tons of the shit to autopsy at the moment. Way too much. Yeah, he brought a couple of plasmas for me. Found them on the side of the road. He said there was lots more, but just can't lift or carry the bloody things. So, yeah, eventually we'll go trash picking and grab some more. This one's really dark. The image starts dithering. It starts off really dark, particularly on the top here. Or side, I should say. And then it gets a little bit better. Like, this has been running for about 4 minutes and you can see it, but it's not very good. This one does the same thing. It starts dithering and carrying on. Power it up. It's a bit hard to see since it's so bright in here, but it'll start to show something. Well, it did. Yeah, it's not going to do it now, but oh, you can sort of see it. Yeah, just dithering pixels and things, trying to light up. Yeah, it's not the healthiest of units. So they're both essentially doing the same thing. This one's not quite as bad, but I'll have a good look inside them. They're a dirty cheap unit. Sonic is just it's based on a cheap Samsung, like Chinese made Samsung panel, and JB Hi-Fi were selling them for many years and still do sell the brand. It's the same brand as the 21.5 inch LED panel that I got, and they're not half bad now, but the older ones like these I think were pretty rubbish. So we might have a couple of victims to connect other high voltage sources too, not just microwave transformers, but maybe caps. We'll give it a real kick start to the heart with a big capacitor bank. Bang! So yeah, it does work. I mean, I've also been given the NEC plasma. My mate got a, his daughter scored a couple through work, so he's got a brand new one coming. So he just said, don't worry about the NEC, it's not really worth the time or money to fix it. Like, it was already up to a $250 job and I still hadn't found the exact component. And that's even mates rates. If I had to fix it for somebody, it'd be like a $500 job. So not really worth it. But anyway, that's what's going on with them. I'll definitely have to schedule some more autopsies to try and thin out this collection of stuff. It's way too much stuff now. I'm going to have to probably thin out some stuff and just throw it out rather than taking the time to autopsy it. So anyway, onward. As you can see, that was fun. There's not much left of the poor old microwave now. And I think we ran out of Toughbook frames as well. We used the whole lot. Yeah, went down to the yard today. Bought these off a mate who frequents the scrapyard. He had these in the back of his ute, so he sold them to me for $10 each. I just have to buy the bearing races that go in them. These don't have bearings in them. But the good thing is they'll accommodate nice big shaft. And you know what that's for. So they're the main end support bearings for Shredder Mark III. I'm going to clean this up. Try and get it going for said friend who runs the scrapyard. One of his lady friends needs a good whippersnipper, so I'll clean this one up and see how we go. Just a generic Eager Beaver one, McCulloch. Shouldn't be hard. They all got the same Walbro carbies on them. Pretty much all weed whackers have them or a clone of them. Yeah, and the Heister forklift is stuck in reverse. Every time I try and crank it, it just tries to go backwards. So I could try the clutch. The clutch doesn't feel particularly good. I think it's still grabbing or something. I don't know, I still haven't worked that thing out, but I cannot move that shift lever at all. Even depressing the clutch to unload the drivetrain, nothing happens. Like, I don't even know if the clutch is working or if it's stuck. It's yeah, a bit of a basket case. But it does crank, it wants to crank, but it just wants to drive itself backward through the fence. So yeah, that's not so good. Fuel can's getting hot. So anyway, that's what we got. There's another big self-aligning race in there, but unfortunately it doesn't suit these. It's for a big pillow block bearing. Yes, clean up carnage, that's first. Definitely clean up carnage. There's glass everywhere and bits of brass and other shit still. Oh, that was fun. I think the last thing we did was shoot the Toughbook chassis and break them up, but something flew up here. Doesn't look like it's broken the TV, but that one never worked properly anyway. The last thing I saw was just something skew off and yeah, bounce off the television. Oh well, that was fun. So I hope everyone's having a nice Saturday. I hope my New Yorker and East Coast friends in America are having a bit of a clean up, patching up the mess. It's not fun. I know people up in Brisbane went through flooding and that sort of stuff during the Brisbane floods, and yeah, it's not fun coming home and find your bloody TV on the floor covered in mud and all your sofas are ruined, your carpet, everything. It's not fun. So yeah, best of luck with everyone over there and anywhere else in the world if you're having trouble. You know I'll always support you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for lots more. I've got quite a bit ahead of me. I also got a mate coming over with a couple of early VW Passat engines. No starter motor for either of them. One of them's seized or had been open to the weather, but the other one supposedly ran. So we can have a bit of fun with them later as well. I'm not sure what to do with them, but I might be able to make one good one out of the other. And being early Volkswagen stuff, like 70s Passat, it's probably a bit of a collectible, or rarity, or valuable. Yeah, we'll work something out. Anyway, enough banging on about junk and fun stuff. Get out there and have a bit of fun. And that's the whole aim of the game. Have some fun. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.